Hello everyone, and welcome. Today, we're looking at a weapon that is a true mechanical masterpiece, a gun that tried to be everything to everyone and, somehow, almost succeeded. This is the FN FNC. It's a rifle that was born in Belgium, but its heart and soul were taken from two very different places, the Soviet AK-47 and the American M16. Imagine you're a military rifle maker in the 1970s. You look at the two greatest guns in the world. The AK-47 is famously tough. It runs in the mud, the sand, and the water. But it's not very accurate. The M16 is famously accurate. It's like a scalpel. But it needs constant cleaning and breaks easily in dirty places. The engineers at FN FAL in Belgium said, "Why can't we have both? Let's build a gun that has the reliability of the AK and the precision of the M16. That dream created the FNC. Today, using the fantastic visualizations from World of Guns, Gun Disassembly, we'll see how they built this hybrid, why it's famous in Hollywood, and how it quietly became a trusted workhorse around the globe. To understand the FNC, we have to talk about the gun it was trying to replace, the FN FAL. The FAL was known as the right arm of the free world. For decades, it was the gold standard of NATO rifles. But in the 1970s, the entire world of warfare changed because of a tiny, fast bullet. The United States convinced NATO that the heavy, powerful 7.62 mm bullet used by the FAL was too much. They argued that soldiers needed to carry more ammunition, and they needed a lighter, faster bullet, the 5.56 mm cartridge. This change was a huge crisis for FN FAL. They had to quickly build a new 5.56 mm rifle to keep their spot at the top of the NATO market. Their first attempt, the FN FAL, was a disaster. It was too complicated and too expensive to make. So the engineers went back to the drawing board and decided, we need to copy the best ideas from our rivals. The secret to the FNC's famous reliability comes from the Soviet Union, specifically the AK-47's gas system. Let's look inside the gun. When a bullet fires, a small amount of hot gas is tapped and pushed back into a tube above the barrel. This gas hits a metal rod, called the piston, and shoves it backwards. In the FNC, they use what's called a long-stroke gas piston. Imagine a cue stick hitting a pool ball. The piston rod is directly connected to the bolt, the part that cycles the ammunition, and shoves the whole thing back with great force. Why is this important? Because that huge metal piston is heavy and powerful. If mud, ice, or sand gets into the system, that piston acts like a powerful battering ram, shoving the dirt out of the way to ensure the next round loads. It's a simple, rugged solution, exactly why the AK-47 is legendary. The FNC adopted this AK-style long-stroke piston to ensure it would never jam, even in the dirtiest conditions. While the FNC took the strength of the AK, it also adopted key features from the M16 to make it a NATO-friendly, accurate rifle. First, the ammunition and magazines. The FNC was designed around the 5.56 mm NATO bullet, and crucially, it was designed to use the exact same aluminum magazines as the American M16. This is a massive logistical advantage. Any NATO soldier can share ammunition with an FNC user. Second, the barrel twist. The inside of the barrel is rifled with twists that spin the bullet. The FNC adopted a 1 in 7-inch twist rate, which was designed for the newer, heavier M16 bullets. This twist rate made the gun much more accurate than the old AK-47s, blending the reliability of the Russian design with the precision required by the West. Third, the safety and selector. Like most modern NATO guns, the FNC has a 3-position fire selector. It can fire single shots, bursts of 3 rounds, for controlled fire, or fully automatic. The FNC was truly a global kitchen sink of the best ideas. Despite its strong engineering, the FNC was not immediately adopted by its home country, Belgium, due to budget cuts. But the rest of the world quickly noticed its quality. The jungle tank. Indonesia adopted the FNC and even built it under license as the Pindad SS1. In the humid, corrosive jungle environment of Indonesia, the FNC proved its AK-like toughness, shrugging off mud and rain. The Cold Weather King. Sweden adopted the FNC, but they wanted it to be even tougher for their Arctic environment. They made about 400 small changes, like adding a huge trigger guard to fit massive winter mittens, and renamed it the AK-47. The fact that the FNC could be adapted so perfectly for both the tropical jungle and the frozen Arctic proved its solid base design. And then there's Hollywood. If you've seen the iconic 1995 crime movie Heat, you've seen the FNC. It is the distinctive rifle used by Al Pacino's character, the detective Vincent Hanna. This brief moment in a legendary film cemented the FNC's reputation as a rugged, serious, and cool-looking rifle. The FN FNC never became as famous as the M16 or the AK-47, but its importance is undeniable. It was the crucial bridge that proved a high-quality assault rifle could be built with the simplicity of the East and the precision of the West. Its mechanical design, which we've seen thanks to World of Guns, is a testament to smart engineering, combining proven systems into a weapon that works reliably in every climate. It was a rifle that showed FN how they could move past the old 7.62mm era, paving the way for their modern, famous design, the FN SCAR. The FNC is a truly vital, yet forgotten, chapter in firearms history. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this dive into a Cold War hybrid, please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments which classic weapon you want to see next.